Oh my god. Right. We're back. We're live. That was a terrible experience, what happened there now. So OBS just shot itself. Don't know why. Anyways, we're back up and running. Welcome to another episode of Avowed playthrough. Let's get it on. Okay.
Maybe. It certainly doesn't sound too awful. It's not an answer I would have expected, but it's an answer. And now that I know, I kind of thought, well, honestly, I feel more full. Like a puzzle piece sliding right back into place. No matter what happens, even if my path doesn't lead to the library, I feel better than I have in ages. So am I. I think... For the first time in my life, I don't know what to do.
Congratulations, Yardsley. Now you're just like the rest of us.
No matter what, I've
Stop giving her
always
shit,
known
man.
exactly what I want. But this is the first time I've had more options than time in the day. What do you think? You're right. The Akira have been with me my whole life, in one way or another. I owe it to them and myself to see it through to the end. Thank you, Envoy. I've been agonizing over this for longer than I want to admit. Finally picking a destination makes the journey a lot easier. Oh, but I am not looking forward to telling Quilici.
He'll understand. Your happiness and fulfillment are everything to him.
What about him?
Well, come on. We've bigger things to deal with. Literally, in Sapadal's case. Much as I'm loath to relinquish the spotlight, we should be off. And Envoy, thank you, truly. Now, let's go.
What time? Anyone else looking for a wee talk there?
Oh, and
Nah.
that illusory blizzard to
Oh,
enter
shit.
the domain.
I think that's, I don't need anything. Right, let's
Everything
boogie.
anything.
Woo! The reason I chose them two every time because Yardsley can get rid of illusions and Lordal can heal me and get rid of electric stuff, but I can do the electric stuff anyways. Can I? Yeah, after my bonus electric. Right, so which way we came from there? Last episode, so let's explore over here too. Okay, it was all over there already. Alright, yeah. Not so much else. What the fuck's going on down here? Ah! Oh, that's right, I forgot I swapped the map. Nice. Doesn't matter. Fuck it! Oh my god, I changed the mapping. Oh, I forget. I forget. Right. Should have kept it the way it was. Anyways. Doesn't matter. I'll look. Where's that toad? Brilliant. Okay.
Safe to assume that the large glowing door is part of Sapadal's prison. Now, just
No
have to get
shit.
past it.
Sapadal's prison, I think. What else could it be? Time to shut it down forever.
Other doors. Right, spooky. That's spooky. until I find out what I want to do. Oh, I'm gonna keep doing that for ages. I'm gonna waste all of my grenades. Oh, that's poison. Fuck this poison. Alright then. I'll just throw that nonsense out. Whoa. Oh, good luck to me, hey. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm an idiot, hey. Right, anyways, let's fucking go. Fucking hell. What a dumbass. What an actual dumbass, like. Oh. Jesus Christ almighty. What am I at? The mapping has just fucked with me, man. Oh. See? Hey ho, hey ho. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Whoa. Bad her down there. Oh, I'm gonna stay up here. We'll send magic at you.
Send rock!
Ha 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 ha. Eat that. Oh what? You're fucking bastard. You're just sitting there eating it all, man. I can't feel bad for you. Whoa! Fuck you up. Oh, what are you? What are you? Oh, I came up here. Cool. Right. I'll go down anyways, do I? Look, what was the point of going through there? It was just for that chest, was it? Oh yeah, I'll electrify it on myself. What the hell? What is that ability? what the build is. Wait. What? Oh no! No! Oh no, no, no! Oh, that's terrible. That's fucking terrible, man.
Roll 10!
Eat shit and die, spider. Oh, I keep forgetting about that thing. Jesus, I'm an idiot, man.
Up 10!
What? 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 Should have paid attention to the wizard. Clearly. Jesus. Why am I being such an idiot? Usa. Usa. Fuck's sakes. First of this now. Right, so hello, Liddy. Fine.
Just a little stuff.
Stop that.
And roll!
I'm not gonna make that mistake again, am I? Yeah, what? Oh, what? Why did that not work? Jesus, this game confuses me sometimes. Lovely. You know what? I'm gonna change that mapping for it's kind of bugging me. So let's get to mapping, shall we? It's just so I'll go on to profile 2. I'll just change what? Right, so I'm just making this to A. We're gonna go OK. So that's for 2. Wonderful. So we're on 2 now. So what? What did I do? What did I do? Oh, did I fuck everything up? Joe B. Sorry guys, this stream's just gonna be annoying as hell for everybody today. Okay. Configure. 2. Edit. What? Hey! Right, so then Y is A. Okay, right. That's okay, right? So we'll close out of it. We'll go A. Yes, right. Now we're back in action. What I'm missing. So we're back up as A. Beautiful. Wonderful. Stop some more accidental detonations. Try to kill this truck again. So we go.
And rough. Seek.
Can't touch me. Oh no! Oh my god, these maps, man. Fuck, right, Jesus. Right, last time, guys, I promise. So then X is LB, right? Yeah, okay. Right, hopefully this works. Right. So then we got. Alright, now we're talking. Jeez. Oh, such a waste of time.
I'll fix it.
Seek. I say.
Whoa. Know what you're doing there, lad?
And rock.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Oh, 10. Throw up 10.
Onward to the right. Gather round.
Throw up 10.
Oh my god. He's not even getting hit by any of it. Oh, oh boy. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh. I'm super lost in bottom out there. So this is where I would have killed out. Yeah, so I didn't find their critter. Airman, what happened to Bear?
Gods. Just imagine what an animancer could accomplish here. It reminds me of the phantasmal focus. But more. So much more.
I don't know why,
Of its own.
It seems like we've drawn a crowd.
Take Worth and Roth!
We've got company.
Go up 10! Go up 10!
Suppose I could just let them fight it out. Let's just kill them all. Okay. He's the last one left, is he? You're a real piece of shit, what?
Take Worth and Roth! Go up 10!
Didn't a pile of them just run past him as well? Where'd they go? I wanna fight them.
Looks like the gate's open.
Give me the loot, give me
What
the
are we
loot.
waiting for?
Well, you know, but you clearly see him running here, don't you?
Take Worth and Roth!
Someone's eager to meet us.
Go up 10!
I guess there's a limit.
Go up 10!
On your right.
Come seek!
Oh, I missed so badly.
Take Worth and Roth! Go 10!
Jesus, that can really just fuck me up.
Take Worth and Roth!
Not what I wanted
Beyond
at
seek.
all. Whoa! Whoa!
Upward, watch your left. Come on.
Jesus Christ!
Worth and Roth! Go up 10! Go up 10! and wrath! We're at 10!
Enemy to the right!
We're at 10! And wrath!
Oh, you have to just disappear there, didn't you?
We're at 10!
I almost have you cunt. Oh, let me get the last. Done there. There we go. Jesus. But hectic bar right there. Give me the loot. Where's that toad? There it is. Hanging. Right. Almost the body. Oh, another toad over here. Beautiful. Fantastic. Oh, is this it? Was that the last battle? Fuck. Damn. Yeah. What?
You have come at last. After
What did
so
you say?
long. You are so small. We questioned if you were real. Then steps. A voice. Through armies and corrupted soil, you persevered. Now, you are here. It is real enough to hold us, a fortress, a nightmare. We were innocent once. We woke, and we wanted nothing but connection.
But you chose destruction.
But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The Strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh.
What?
She begs for our blood. Her wolves defile the city on the shore.
Ah,
Blood
the game's
on
not
the
over just
tile.
yet.
The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now we will not brook this. Not again. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time flows into itself. You can reach her. Will the garden to open, it will take you there. A mountain of essence. We strain, but it will move for you. We were everything. What have we lost? What multitudes could we contain? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in forgotten hills.
Yeah, for sure.
We must. We shall. We have been thinking of this. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow. We trust you. You who have been by our side for so long. You met death, and you offered your hand. You taught us mercy. Always mercy.
Yeah, I probably should have killed that guy.
We saw how you would fight for those who could not. Give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity. Do you think we have learned nothing from you?
Don't give me sass
We
now, though.
deserve more than this prison. Let us have a
You'll
chance
get
to
nothing
rest.
but this present from me.
We want peace.
Or I can kill you, like, whatever. I suppose.
Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? The beautiful thing you killed. Already you have forgotten.
Nice, you are part of the
We
Dreamscourge camp.
asked
I'm gonna
what you would
end
do with
you.
an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you remember what you said?
I think that would come back to bite me in the ass.
Let us be free. We cannot heal from this sickness while we are shackled. End our pain, and the Dreamscourge will cease. Give us peace. It is all we have wanted for so long.
You want me to kill you? Decisions. Decisions.
So be it. It has been so long. Our leaves curl and brown. Despair bleeds through the land. End it.
Well,
Silence. Stillness. We are done. Unsown. Peace.
be with you. I just side with Wodiga. Time to live with my decisions. I hardly become a god now. Damn. Let me use that power. Give me that power, baby. Hee hee.
Andre. Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
That must have taken an incredible power, beyond all mortal understanding. How do you feel?
Fucking powerful.
Glad it's not just me. Unfortunately, we don't have time to recuperate. Whatever happened back there, it appears our work isn't finished yet.
Are you seeing this? I don't think Paradise looked like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks. Welcome to the Living Lands.
Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time? Assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. Feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel garrote banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Raingrim is here. Perhaps we get to see an Archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Day Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
If he didn't start this himself.
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dreamscourge and Sapadal?
Glad the Dreamscourge is over, but I can't help but think killing a god will have consequences.
I'm sure it wasn't easy, but I think that's for the best, Envoy.
I can't believe Sapadal is gone. For better or worse, the spiritual health of the Living Lands depended on them.
The Dreamscourge will
What
take
now?
everything with them anyways, like.
We took out the Dreamscourge and Soppadal in one fell swoop. Quite impressive, really.
You've saved the soul of the Living Lands. Now the survivors fight over its bones. We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Right, or actually, let's just save this real quick.
They marched in with no warning. I couldn't think. I just ran. Envoy! What does the Garrote think they're doing? It's an outrage. What did the artisans or merchants do to them? They broke some glass, but the map is safe. They didn't think I was worth the trouble.
Right now, that's a good thing.
If you're looking for survivors, a few of us fled to the Ballarok.
How many?
I'm not sure. I saw Sapiento. God, I hope they're not trapped in there. I'm sorry I can't be more help. On the very
We should move. Let's hope the Garrote hasn't made it to the battle.
Envoy, wait! Before you go, I may have something for you. I took some supplies when I ran. If you think they'll help, they're yours. I'll even give you a discount. You know, for saving the city and everything.
Yeah. See what you got, chum. You got fuck all. Let me sell you some shit, lad. Because I got plenty of it. Weapons. Bang. Armor. Bang. Oh! Hardly. What did I just give you? No, give me that back. Ooh. Ooh. Shoby. That was bad. It was terrible. Right, so stash items, weapons, some personal make shit. Bang. It's not that skeleton, sorry.
Across the Living Lands. Oh, Envoy. How good to see you here as we stand together at the brink of this historic event. I don't know if thank you is precisely what I want to say, but I am grateful to you for bringing Dolna's theft to light. Paradise burns from the torches of the Steel Garrote. The people of the Living Lands stand ready to defend their home. Yes, what happens in Paradise now will decide the fate of the Parkrunen after all.
What's the plan if Paradise falls?
We will find a way to persevere. We Parkrunen have a gift for surviving inhospitable conditions, and always have. Whatever the outcome of the upcoming battle, do not forget us. If Edir and the Steel Garrote have their way, they'll strip the history books of any mention of our culture and our ways. Future generations will only ever know us as an appendage of the Empire. I hope it doesn't come to that. It is all I can ask for. That's as much as I'll say. You have a role in deciding what happens next. Do the right thing, Envoy. Let history remember you for the correct reasons.
Why, I thought it.
Envoy, is that you?
Envoy, how did you...
I don't remember this circuit well.
I don't know. Where did you come from? You just appeared out of nowhere. Ah, your face. We all wondered whose godlike you were. But listen to me rambling. Forgive me, Envoy. I won't keep you long. I just want to make one request. As much as you can. Be... Yes, but more than... I'd just like for us to live lives that are free. For us. Not Adir to determine our fates. It's going to be up to you, Envoy. I know you have much to do, so... I'll just leave you with that. Thank you.
Do not allow your differences to blind you to the real threat. Trust your comrades, and you will lead... Good, all together now.
Upgrade my shit. Oh, I can't. Oh, it's just fully upgraded. Haha. I still can't make this at all. So, glass with branches. Jesus Christ, can I make 3 of them at least? Aye. Savage. So I need 60. I'm not going to be able to make 60. 10.
just gonna say it. I regret eating the cheese you stole from Marius.
The only thing I regret is the noises my stomach made afterwards.
So, here we are. In times like these, metaphysically, the battle is already over. Sapadal is gone, and the dream. But politically, we have a small mess to tidy. I intend to send a message to the Steel Garrote. Anyway, who knows what tomorrow will bring? So let's be grateful for. I think that's. Besides, I need to tinker on the phantasmal focus. Don't stay up to. Go on then. You too.
Jesus, why do you always chat so much?
We should take a moment to acknowledge what happened back there.
Back where?
You killed a god. The god of the living lands. Your god. For a moment, I thought you intended to free Sapadal. I can only imagine the conflict in your heart and mind. How does it feel?
And you're only going to imagine it, because I'm not going to tell you jack shit. Unless I fucking have no option.
I wonder if a god experiences suffering like the rest of us. What a loss.
What do you know?
But to exist is not always a kindness. There is peace in death for those who knew none in life. Sapadal's imprisonment shaped this island. Now that everything's changed, I'm curious what will happen. We cannot know if the living lands will normalize or destabilize as a result of our actions. Eventually, let's hope it all works out. And I hope
You done?
we're not finished. I want you until. Not before I've done some reading.
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
Hey, I wanted to say that I'm sorry to hear about the whole Tama thing. There you are, Envoy. Understood. I guess whatever happens, at least we stopped the Dreamscourge. This is just cleanup. Just figuring out who controls the living lands from here. Someone once told me that war is just applied politics. Never really understood what that meant. Anyway, you should get some rest. Oh, if you need to rehearse any speeches or whatever, make sure you do it in front of someone else. It's not that I don't want to. It's that I'd just rather not.
That's fair.
Talk to you later.
Who the hell likes to chat to politicians? Like, not me.
You're telling me the Archmage console hut is just a floating skull?
Oh, he does find himself between bodies from time to time, but not usually.
That must be terribly inconvenient. Especially for...
Alright. Just go back in case I missed anybody.
I don't wanna go to Yezma.
As soon as my gun's cleaned, I'll get out there. Risk a jam on the battlefield. The living lands needs me. Where haven't I been?
Envoy, I knew you'd
How is Emerald Stair? More importantly, how are you?
Thriving on both counts, I'm happy to report. My revenants were just getting comfortable in Thirdborn when the Steel Garrote stepped out of line. When I heard tensions were brewing, I thought to myself, this is a job for the undead. So I gathered the flock.
Oh, right, okay.
Likewise. I'll keep them on a tight leash, just in case the Steel Garrote breach our defenses. Better to have them and not need them. Oh, and I've been meaning to thank you. Whatever you did in the garden seems to have worked. Emerald's there is healing, believe it or not. Once this is over, our crops will flourish like never before. Indeed, the metaphysical currents of the Living Lands are beginning to settle. Best of luck out there. And don't worry about a thing. My flock will keep us safe and secure.
Thank you, Elia. My compliments to the flock, as always.
Enjoy the time with your flock, dearie. Try to keep them out of the other camps.
Yeah.
We know you. Did you help us? We must have seen you in a dream.
Do you think it's over?
Fidelio sang for us. We must help him. How's Casagrada?
As prepared as he'll ever be.
The Steel Garrote have hit hard and...
The Steel Garrote would see all of us back.
I'm not running. Not this time. Can't let me...
Go. He's supposed to dead, eh?
If you're wounded, find a place to lie down. Someone will get to you before you bleed. If I seem distracted, I apologize. I'm tending to the... Believe it or not, we have more than enough supplies. The Clavager knew this day might come. Unfortunately, my hands are full with the dying and the dead, and there's too many of both. If I don't get any sleep, I might be the... I suppose I've earned a couple of... The next time we see each other, I just hope the fighting's done.
Stroke everything I can, sell it all back for... What's this? It's almost magic.
Envoy!
I have no tree stuff left, sir. Well.
Snow? Why is there snow here? It's gotta be rain.
That makes sense.
We meet again, Envoy. And you, Yardsley. You're always a prodigious and welcome sight.
Oh, yes. Always a pleasure to see you, too.
Paradise burns, thanks to Ludwine and the Steel Garrote laying siege to it. But the Dreamscourge is gone.
She must have come back to life. Again. I suppose we couldn't be lucky enough for her to stay dead.
It's remarkable how hard you mortals fight for causes that'll be forgotten within centuries. Still, I do think the world has been irrevocably, if minimally, changed by your actions. The end of a god is a complicated thing. It may take centuries for the repercussions to fully reveal themselves. Mostly, I'm curious about whether you think you've made the right choice. Ah, that mortal zeal. Always so fun. We will see if you're correct. I am interested in seeing the outcome of your story, Envoy. With luck, it won't end with you also on fire.
Yeah.
Mortal comforts are so very adorable. All you desire are your base needs lavishly fulfilled. Goodbye, Envoy. And Yardsley, I do look forward to when all of this is done. I am eager to work with you.
Oh, yes. We'll, discuss that later.
I understand. Right, let's boogie. Let's get the F out of here. Zai is done. Zai is done. Oh, oh, oh. Alright, alright. I think I've spoken there all. Is anyone up here? Just us, these two guys? Nah, leave the jokes. Yeah, alright. Okay. Alright, two boys are here.
Things moved fast while we...
I hope you know what you're doing.
Better than you do, Shem.
Envoy?
Is
it really you? Mihala told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god?
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Makutadek?
The origin of the Dreamscourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak.
It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened? Finally, a ray of sunlight shines through the storm cloud.
I will not grovel at the Envoy's feet for solving a plague I am not convinced was real.
If you wardens ever bothered to pull your heads out of your asses, you wouldn't take such pride in your ignorance.
You know nothing of me or my people, you fucking pirate!
Warden Commander, look around you. Is this really the time?
We believe the Dreamscourge was a malady of the soul. How did you put an end to it, Envoy?
Sabadal was responsible for the Dreamscourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
But the plague isn't over. Dreamthrall still litter Shatterscarp.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dreamscourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dreamscourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. But what of this god, then? What does it mean that you destroyed them?
What does that mean? Someone says they destroyed something.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
Naku Tedek was riven with those things, not to mention what they did to the land.
We saw similar destruction at Nakukubel. If these roots and the Dreamscourge are the work of a god, and the gods saw fit to cage them, sounds like the envoy did the Living Lands a favor in destroying them.
Thanks.
I can't imagine how one goes about destroying a god, but I suspect you've done us all a good turn.
Zapadal was something new in the history of Eora, and you destroyed them. I cannot begin to fathom the loss.
Zapadal was Nandru's patron god. With them gone, what does that mean for the Wardens, for legacy?
The devastation of Shatterscarp was the fault of this infant god. Can't say I'll miss him.
Well, whomever takes this island in the end will live in freedom from fear of a resurgent plague, thanks to you. But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradise. Inquisitor Ludwine has already joined the battle. She must have traveled like the wind to get here so fast.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking, just to be sure.
Well, she's seen better days, but you wouldn't know it judging by how she fights.
Ludwine's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
Oh, cheer up. You wouldn't be the first to make that mistake. Might not be the last either, depending on how things go. So long as her passion for Wodica lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow. I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Oh, good. That would be easy.
It is not, I think, impossible. Well, you might not believe me, but I didn't want any of this to happen. It was Ludwine who called for the attack.
I didn't hear an answer, Ambassador.
She and her Steel Garrote laid siege to the city, shortly after you beat her to the garden.
We've had no news from inside for several days. From what we can observe, southern Paradise is in pieces, and the remaining militia batters at the gates to no avail.
Is there nothing our people can do?
Given the state of our supply routes after the Dreamscourge, and the Steel Garrote's destruction, we expect the people trapped inside will run short of fresh food and clean water in a matter of days.
We brought as many Hale and Able from Thirdborn as would come. But after the Dreamscourge and our losses from Nakukubel, we could spare so few. I worry it won't be enough.
Likewise, my wardens are still reeling from effects of the eruption. The keep was saved, but there is much to repair, particularly if we are to endure a siege. Most of my men remain at the keep. I can't risk them against the Steel Garrote for the sake of Paradise, not when we are so few.
Well, it's been a point of debate. We can't agree on how to stand against the Steel Garrote, nor who should lead the effort.
Nobody wants to risk their people at the front.
So you let the Paradis militia go it alone?
Even if our meager forces should make it inside,
The siege won't end until Ludwig does. And none of you know how to kill her.
precisely. The lawful settlement of a new Adirian colony, supposedly. Or the establishment of a Wodekan state. She could win with a godlike in her ranks. Your presence would serve as a powerful endorsement. Somewhere inside that hollow head of hers, I believe she always hoped she'd turn you to her side. Remember, she has an obligation to Wodeka, a solemn oath. And neither the Steel Garrote nor the Queen that was look kindly upon oathbreakers.
Because a victory here would discourage resistance elsewhere. The better question is, why didn't you stop her?
Excuse me? She's a 7-foot-tall skeleton powered by her devotion to the goddess of retribution. This isn't my fault.
Sure. Just blame the dead woman. Very mature.
Who else should I blame exactly? Our envoy, perhaps? For not stopping Ludwig and the Tusks?
You could start with blaming your own incompetence. Why are you treating him with kid gloves when Paradis cries out for help?
Enough. I've heard your concerns. We cannot change it now. The Inquisitor was so convinced the Living Lands would unite against Adir that she's nearly made it true. One people, one law, one true God. That's Ludwig's vision for the Living Lands. The Inquisitor answers only to Wodeka. In attacking Paradis, she has dragged us all far beyond the bounds of the Emperor's desires. What passes between Ludwig and her men, or between Ludwig and the Emperor, for that matter, is not my affair. But if I had to guess, this was the alternative.
Your empire is doing what it does best. Stamping out dissent until surrender is the only option.
Your republics are hardly any different. Their intentions in the Deadfire were certainly not pure.
As you say, we left the republics for a reason.
When was he part of the Republics?
Oh, I can't wait to see how you weasel out of this one.
I know it will. We are leading by example, returning order and dignity to Paradis in the wake of the Clavager's death. We will do the same to the frontier, given the chance.
Where was order and dignity when the Steel Garrote attacked my home?
My administration had nothing to do with that, as I know you know. Adirian rule and rule by the Steel Garrote would be markedly different beasts.
Spoken like a fucking diplomat. Splitting hairs when it all comes from the same
chill
head.
out there, Gatha.
Order and dignity. That's what you think we're missing? Bastards! All of you!
You will take it all, whether the chance is given to you or not.
I've answered your questions. Now I would like you, all of you, to answer mine. Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response. What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwig, you should know what you're fighting for. All of you must decide, together. But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Adir will come. Indeed, we are already here. The Living Lands would become an extension of the Adiran Empire in leadership and law. Soldiers bearing the flag of Adir would be garrisoned in every town. They would be paid in Adiran shelling and speak only the Adiran language. Their roads would be smooth Adiran roads. Their medicine would be hygienic Adiran medicine. And their weapons would be efficient Adiran weapons. Our customs would become their customs. Our strengths would become their strengths. Our emperor would become their emperor. Turned toward a common purpose. No one, not Rawatai, not the Valian republics, not even a rogue god, would dare attack the Living Lands. This island would be safe for the first time in its history, and safe it would remain.
The traditions of Solus are what give my wardens their strength. Without them, we would buckle under the weight of the tusks. I would sooner walk my people into the acid sea than trust an Adiran to hold me up.
What need does Thirdborn have for the protections of Adiran soldiers? We have cannons, cliffs, and wills forged in the storms of Rawatai. And should Rawatai come for us, we will rain hellfire down on their heads. Your Adirans could do no better.
Under Adiran rule, your countrymen would strip my people of everything that makes them unique, all in the name of spiritual hygiene. I cannot betray them like that.
He would suppress our culture before it's had a chance to grow. Everything my people cultivated would be reduced to a footnote. If you have any love for this land, do not allow him to overwrite our history.
Rawatai built its empire from colonies like this. Many have become centers of culture and prosperity, backed by the protection of a strong navy. Of course, it can take decades to get there. And this road isn't an easy one. But Adir won't be the only empire eyeing this place. A formal agreement now could protect us from something worse later.
It shall be peaceful in that all dissenters will be silenced. So there's that.
The Living Lands is a lot of things, but it will never be Adir, no matter how hard Adir wants it to be. Adir should turn back now and save everyone a bunch of blessed day trouble.
Of course. The Living Lands would retain its own laws under a grave appointed by the Emperor. The grave would be expected to promote and develop the Living Lands to our mutual benefit. They would divide the island into administrative districts and see them governed by mayors appointed from the local communities. The island would provide tribute in the form of resources and taxes, and in times of war, soldiers. The Empire, I should note, is nearly always at war. In return, the Living Lands would enter Adir's sphere of influence, and should outside nations attempt to invade, we would come to the Grave Room's aid. Naturally, that would be the Emperor's decision. But I suspect he would choose you. Only the strong survive the frontier. I used to believe that was Ludwig. But you were born to rule here. Quite literally. Come now. You didn't get this far on heritage alone.
We give up our fighters and the wealth of our lands, and get promises in return. But we have wealth enough to give some away, if it means my wardens may return to their vigil in peace.
A grave rum could work, so long as trade keeps moving through the Scarp and you're willing to serve as our go-between envoy. And we'll have cannons enough to deter the adherents from trying anything stupid.
With the Dreamscourge ended, my people can soon return to Fior. If a renewed animancy could easily feed the island, I suppose we could send Adir what's left. But when lean times come, who will we feed first? Ourselves or the Empire?
Tribute, he says. Taxes, soldiers. The Empire has tried it all before. Look to the Eastern Reach if you don't believe me. They want to bleed us dry, to fill their coffers and fight their wars, to break us like wild animals. But I will not bend.
It's still a gamble, but I think it's the safest bet. We get the benefits of Imperial trade and protection without losing all of what makes this place special. There's no way of knowing what it would mean in another generation or two. But right now, it gives us the security and stability to recover.
We were fine before Adir showed up, and we'll be fine when they're gone. Trust the lands and her people, Envoy.
If we give Adir power over us, we can't be surprised if they decide to flex it later.
Of course. Oh, Envoy, no. Do not suggest that lightly. Think of the Emperor. There would be reprisals. Ones which this conclave could not survive, fractured as you are. Not unless you came together and formed a nation of your own. It would be difficult. No, impossible. I'm certain you would fail. Think of your people, all of you. Think of the lives at stake.
Though I'm hardly eager to work with any of you, I like the idea of twisting beneath Adir's boot heel even less. So long as the Wardens can continue our vigil, I'm open to uniting, if you are.
It's a nice idea, but consider the costs. If we walk away from a relationship with Adir, we're leaving a lot of trade on the table. But the people of Thirdborn have friends in the world. I'm sure we'd find our way through.
With the Envoy's support, we'd have a god's power in our pocket. What could the Empire do to stop us? When my people return to Fior, we could create such miracles of animancy, the Living Lands would become the breadbasket of the world.
There we go. That's better, right? Not as pasty, right?
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it.
Jesus, there's some shit
Anything
here.
less would be surrender.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing, setting up your own is another. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we won't agree on what that means overnight. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking. Know that this is a hard road to walk.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
What do you
I
want
think
out
we
by?
ran things perfectly
Just for
fine before your
fucking
kin got here.
Dying of the Dreamscourge, like becoming zombies. You fucking retard. Bad word. I'll apologize for it right now. My bad. My days. My bad.
Well, let's not twiddle our thumbs while Paradise burns. A fine compromise.
So long as my wardens are left in peace, we will endure a grave rum.
To brisk trade. A docile Shatterscarp and a grave rum.
A grave rum, then, if we must. And God's willing, Fior will feed the world.
I do not trust your empire to show restraint in its control of the living lands. Gods help us.
We can worry about the future when it comes. This at least gives us the backing to survive and rebuild.
Right. Might as well go ahead and start designing those rebel flags sooner rather than later.
Good. We'll have perhaps a whole week of peace before the yoke starts chafing.
I will do my level best to convince the Emperor to accept a grave room. That leaves the matter of Ludwine and the Steel Garrote. She will never surrender, Envoy.
So, man, I'll
You must kill her, or we will
will end
lose
her.
Paradis, and eventually the island.
Whatever happens to the living lands, at least I can kill Ludwine. I'll take that over nothing.
She better say her goodbyes while she can.
I'm proud to fight at your side, Envoy. One last time.
Let's get to work then. We've got a walking corpse to bury.
The Paradis militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
Thank you for deserving it. Now, go and teach the Steel Garrote a lesson they will never forget.
Show them that the living lands will not be broken across Vodka's knee.
What am I doing
We
about
will
myself?
send reinforcements to help you reclaim the Eastern Gate. From there, work your way to the main plaza.
Not bad. Alright. Yeah.
May all the gods of Eora and the living
He's
lands
old,
protect
wizened.
Let's take back the city. Whatever happens
sense.
tomorrow, the Steel Garrote can only make it worse.
Let's go free a city, shall we?
That'll be mostly me. Alright. Why? Oh, did I see views up there? Ah, this is weird. Don't matter. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Dismantle the legendary or stuff, the unique stuff. Yep. Totally. Oh my god. Nope. Oh yeah, I'll save after. I don't want to go through all that shit again. So, character. No, inventory. Yeah. So. Let me get that breaking down, not what I need. That's ranch. Yeah, who cares? So that's 14. I need 2 more. I guess. No. 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 What the hell? Might as well have everything fully leveled up.
I can't wait to get this.
So, ba 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 ba.
Steel Garrote a piece of my mind. The reckoning is long overdue.
Right, let's do it.
Quick, get down before they steal. The last thing we need is to get ourselves seen and shot by these Garrote cretins. Oh, it's you again. Do you follow trouble around, or is it vice versa? What are you doing here? Do you want something? Look, there's a difference between taking care of a beetle around Thirdborn. No offense to Paradise, but I think I'm ready to go home now. I plan to. Well, seems good luck.
What was that?
Whoa.
Who's next? Anyone?
Yeah. It's no use. We're overrun. Go on. I will be fine.
Worth and wrong! Up 10!
Gotcha.
Stop! You shouldn't be here! Go up 10!
Good luck.
Go up 10! Throw up 10!
Everybody all right?
Dude, what armor is? That's not the armor I have on right now.
Worth and wrong!
Nicely done!
And rough!
Watch your right!
Up 10!
Never had a chance to
Don't worry about the eastern gate. I'll protect your back.
Just like the good old days.
On the ship.
And rough! Up 10!
That's pointless, isn't it?
We should go now. All the fighting's died down.
Fighting.
not hear this ringing outside?
Hey lads! Get the
Go now.
fuck out of here.
Then when? To the gross. Thaumaturgy's easy.
You see how sweat.
What have you said?
Magic. Right. That should be enough. Right, let's see how this goes now.
In 10 steps up.
Nice.
Well spotted.
Enjoy the pain, dears.
That play.
Go up 10!
Weak. Weak. You get your ass handed to you there, lad, did you?
Stop right there.
Go 10!
Kema Yezua.
Go up 10!
Good luck. Useless here.
Envoy over here.
Oh yeah. Well,
What exactly do you think you're doing? You nearly died in my clinic. Correction, you did die. And now look at you, fighting the Steel Garrote. What have you got to say for yourself?
you're welcome.
That's the worst excuse I've ever heard, and believe me, I've heard it all. We're patching up folks as best we can, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. War is a damn bloody mess. Yeah, stop the... I can't say I approve of you leaping into the fray, but... It's all... Wait a second. Jada? Jada Castell? What are you doing in the middle of this?
Surviving. It's good to see you, Liviana. Unfortunately, we're on a tight schedule. Do you need anything? Money? Supplies?
Once this is over, I could always use another pair of hands at the clinic. The invitation's still open.
Thank you, but I've decided to tough it out as an animancer. On my own terms. Can you manage without me?
Are you kidding? Besides, I've got Chico on bandage duty. I just wanted you to know there's a place here whenever you want it. Gods be with you, Envoy. For my sake, try not to die a second time.
I'll die as many times as I want. Don't you tell me what.
You practiced with Uncle Capo 100 times. Tight, but not too tight. You don't want to cut off the... Godlike! Paradise could use your help.
Anyway, let's continue on.
Envoy!
Up 10! Hold 10!
Couldn't have done it better.
And roll! Up 10! Up 10! Worth and roll! Yeah, 10!
Watch yourself there, lad. Not effective. What?
Worth and roll! Roll up 10!
Just go. I got the plus on.
Roll up 10!
Too powerful, is he?
I was worried for a second.
Demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
Let's pay Ludwig one final visit, shall we? Let's make sure she stays dead this time. All right, dearie?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
There you are.
There I am, indeed.
So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time? You'll get your chance. Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be imposed by a stern, guiding hand. Hilgard is a fool if he thinks half measures will save the island. When this is over, I'll instruct him, personally.
I won't weep for Hilgard.
As for you, Sapadal may be gone, but their offspring remains. And I cannot suffer even a remnant to live. Congratulations on being the last of your kind. At least Sapadal cannot trouble us with another godlike. Their lineage ends here. Steel yourself, envoy. Make this a fight to remember, even in death. My fate keeps me alive. Let's see if yours can do the same. Farewell, envoy.
There's no coming back this time. Prepare yourself for the next world.
You won't be missed, Ludwig.
You showed such promise.
What just happened to the...
What a shame it has to end like...
Come on!
One last time!
Keep one level,
Queen among queens! Send me your aid!
Boudica is done with you, Ludwig.
And roll!
Come on! Come on!
Up 10! Road 10!
Eon Seek!
Big Wolf and roll!
Nicely done!
Throw up 10! And roll! Throw up 10!
Again! Eon Seek! Eon Seek!
Big Wolf and roll!
I can do that too, though. Oh, this is mad.
Up 10!
far now, though. Not one.
10! And roll! And roll!
It would be wonderful if Rodrigo was level 10, yeah. Wouldn't that be fantastic? 4 more seconds though.
Not bad, envoy.
Wherever Ludwine is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done for. But we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Well,
Guys, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Any suggestions on what I should play next? Or what challenge you have for me? Leave it in the comments below.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. There is an absence in your thoughts where Sapadal dwelled. Once, the god of the living lands would have flinched at this rare moment of tranquility. Instead, they are one with the silence. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The Dreamscourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the origin of the plague has been destroyed, put out of its misery, and leave it at that. With your guidance, the Living Lands becomes a vassal of the Adiran Empire. In exchange for their taxes and soldiers, the free settlements are protected from future attacks. The fight for survival is over. You showed the rebels of Paradise mercy, but they can never trust the Empire. Instead, they keep to the wilderness, always 2 steps ahead of Adir, only attacking when provoked. That is as close as they come to peace. The Oracle Sargamus emerges from the Temple of Aethys, unburdened by any purpose but for the one you gave him. He sets out across the living lands in search of the sick, lost and grieving, and he gives them the comfort of fellowship where he can. When his energy flags, he recalls the compassion you extended him, and he returns to his work with renewed devotion. His new labors cannot fill the hole left by his god's passing from the world, but they give him succor during the long hours of the night. He dies alone in the Deerwood, beloved of no one, but remembered by all he knew. He does not forget you. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of Fior Messiverno. Animancy still has a place in the Living Lands, but the Empire's disapproval gets in the way of progress. Their work is slow, but unstoppable. Though Adir has promised that the Living Lands will retain their autonomy, Not everyone in Shatterscarp trusts the Empire. But many Adiran ships sail into the Grave Room's ports, bearing fine linens and aged wines. These ease the painful memory of the day Reengrim culled their people. After the Living Lands is declared a vassal of Adir, Solace Keep reluctantly opens the doors of its fortress, though not before numerous missives are sent to Mihala demanding the Grave Room be honored. Her reluctance costs the dwarves. The Pargrunen are never favored in trade negotiations, and are the last to be supplied by Adiran caravans. But the Wardens have rounder bellies than anyone can remember. When Kai returns to Thirdborn, he's no longer running. He finds a town that's been diminished by struggle, conflict, and tragedy. He finds home. He helps repair Thirdborn's walls and train its defenders, carrying on Tama's legacy. And while his labors do not restore all that was lost, they build something new. With many of his anxieties and lifelong fears addressed, Marius now feels very differently than he did when he first met the Envoy. Still far more comfortable in the wilds than among people, he nonetheless finds that his worries about the unknown were merely self-protection against the traumas of his childhood. Armed with this knowledge, he finds himself more capable of living in civilization, and far less fearful of his home in Galawain's tusks. While he never regains his former place as a Warden of Solace, he spends his time traveling between Solace and Thirdborn, acting as a stubborn ambassador between the two. Giada continues to improve as an animancer. She dedicates her work to the spiritual health of the Living Lands, nurturing instead of exploiting. Others follow her example, seeking her tutelage from lands far and wide. In the years to come, rumors spread of a secret society gathering in the wilderness, where animancers work in harmony with nature. The dream of Fjorm as Iverno lives on in her. In a past life, Yachtsley was given a task: protect the history and knowledge of the godless. Now, many lifetimes later, she continues upholding that oath. She moves into the library in the garden, spending her days poring over the clay tablets there. But not even the letters from, and rare visit to, her lover help ease the loneliness that fills her days. Alone in your thoughts, you feel endless opportunities stretching out before you. This is the freedom Sapadal never had. You promise to cherish it. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
Very good, very good. Yeah. It's alright. Alrighty, that's the end of Avowed. I'm going to publish this on YouTube as well. If anyone has any questions or if they want to see what game I tackle next, or if they have any suggestions on what game I should tackle next, comment below. Thanks, and good luck.